Alright, boys and germs, welcome to the Daily Crack today. And I posted an old question there yesterday. Probably what was the worst diet advice that you have ever got? And if you go back through the thread, you'll see like a lot of it was, cut out carbohydrates. That was the main one I think people were saying. A few people were told go on vegan. Another few people remove dairy. There's all sorts of magic. Another one, just eat fruit to cut weight. Mostly oranges. Bollocks. There's a lot of mad shit out there about different diets and things you should do in order to get lean and build muscle and all this sort of stuff. And none of the advice is actually wrong. It's just poorly delivered and then executed even worse. All right, so let me explain what I mean. Which diet actually works? Do you know what? They all do. But for the purpose, they're prescribed. If you're going to go on a paleo diet, typically it's because you had some sort of hormonal imbalance. That's where the paleo diet emerged from. If you're going to go keto, it's maybe because you suffer with epilepsy. And it works for that. If you're going to go vegan, maybe it's some sort of an intolerance to meat, or maybe it's for ethical reasons. So there is a reason why these diets have been created. And it's understanding that if that's the reason why you're on that diet, then it's going to work for you. Okay? And as the great Stan Efferding would always say about diets, every diet works as long as it's strictly adhered to. Now, I know of so many people going on a ketogenic diet and then drinking at night or at the weekend. That's not keto. And you're most certainly not going to get your body to convert into creating ketones when you're consuming alcohol. Alcohol is a carbohydrate, right? So, other stuff is, people when they're doing the paleo, that they're sneaking in their own little bit of extra whatever that was supposed to be off the paleolithical diet. So, listen. If you're going to do something, you got to strictly adhere to it. As long as you strictly adhere to it, you will get success from it. Now, if your goal is to build muscle or lose weight, you don't need a diet, because the diet you're already on just needs improving. What you're currently doing right now just needs improving. Okay? The problem I have with people going on diets, especially when it's just for a weight loss or muscle gain type thing, is forcing themselves to remove foods that they actually like. And I've explained this in other videos. It's like when you're a kid and you're told not to do something, what do you want to do? You want to do it even more. The same psychology works for an adult. If you restrict yourself from something, you want it even more. And you're counting down the days until you can have it. Now, does that sound like something that's sustainable? So the idea of the way I would work with someone in my program, which starts on the 28th, by the way, only 2 weeks before the next program starts, I give you a calorie target. And what I want you to do is, whatever foods you eat, they fit inside that calorie target. Now, yes, it matters the type of food, but at the beginning, we take what you're currently doing and then we just improve it. So it's not about, taking what you have, wiping it off the board and completely giving you something brand new. No, that's not the way it operates. We want to take what you're doing and just tweak it. Little changes across the board, across our 8-week block, so you get a really good idea and understanding to where you are and what you're doing. And over time, this improves. Like, one of the biggest issues I think a lot of people have is meal prepping and prepping something that they actually like. Listen, forever and a day, I've said this, you don't need to be fucking Gordon Ramsay when it comes to prepping food your first time round, but you practice it. Once you keep practicing it, you make it better. Then, over time, you discover something super tasty that you can make often and win and get closer to your goals. So that's what you've got to understand, is all diets work, but the one you're currently doing is also a diet. And that just needs improving. Just a little bit of a tweak of the knob, one direction or the other, and you have it fixed. Okay? Don't bother going on something super extreme to try and get really quick results, because it's not about the quick results. It's about being sustainable, about whatever you're doing, that you can do it into the foreseeable future, and also that you can feed it to your kids. If you're doing something that you wouldn't give to your kids, then you shouldn't be doing it. It's that simple. So don't be jumping on the bandwagon with certain diets when really and truly it's not required. If you're using a diet for a certain reason, for what it's prescribed, well, good on you. Stick to it, and stick to it strictly. Adhere to all the elements of it. But if you want to lose weight or gain muscle, just take what you're currently doing, make an improvement. That's all it is. Tweak the dial up or down ever so slightly. And as of the 28th of this month, we are starting our next Jacked and Juicy block. If you're interested or keen on that, put a comment in below. I'll reach out and I'll chat to you, and we'll see if you're a suitable candidate to join the program. All right, boys and germs, have a great day. Giddy up.